Assalamu alaikum to all of you.
Walaikum salam, sir.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, fine, sir.
Okay, so today we are going to start and we will do something
Walaikum salam.
special in about Alexander Pope, who wrote the poem The Rape of the Lock. Last time we talked about paradise lost, but due to some difficulties and due to some other thing issues, we cannot continue it now. Paradise Lost, The Rape of the Lock is the poem which we are going to do. And after Rape of the Lock, we will do some poems from John Donne, and this is how your course, will end. So, inshallah, we are starting now. First of all, with the short biography of Alexander Pope. Remember, I have mentioned, I've given you the assignment of poetry, and I have mentioned the date 19, which now I'm extending, and now the new date will be 26, not 19. Is that clear? So I'm extending 1 week to your for your presentation. Now the new date for the presentation will be 26. 26 means next Wednesday. Not the Wednesday after Eid, but 1 week after that Wednesday. So that will be 26th of May, and 27th of May will be for your presentation of literature, teaching of literature, which I will inshallah send you today, the presentation. And I have already told you that presentation will be of 20 marks. I want all of you to give me a presentation. That's why I have reduced your assignment. Now your presentation will be of 20 marks, and 5 marks will be for your uh, attendance. So this is how you will cover 25 marks. Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
I've already mentioned the importance of giving presentation. I talked about this thing last semester as well, and this semester I'm again emphasizing on it that presentation plays a very significant role in determining students' performance. So don't miss this opportunity. Give your presentation on time. You all should be ready for your presentation. Don't think that I will give my presentation myself later on. And if you miss your presentation, so you will automatically lose 5 to 10 marks. अगर आप मिसाल तौर पे अपनी presentation मिस कर जाते हैं तो ऑटोमेटिकली आप 20 में से तो कुछ 5 से 10 नंबर मार्क्स तो आप लूज कर ही जाएंगे टेक्निकली. और बाद में अगर आप अब वो लिया भी नहीं जाएगा, और अगर लिया भी जाता तो आप जो है जो पूरे मार्क्स आपको से आपको कभी नहीं मिलेंगे. ये आपको पहले ही बता रहा हूँ कि इफ़ यू मिस योर प्रेजेंटेशन सो इट विल नॉट बी reconducted, and if I reconduct, so you will not get marks out of 20, but you will lose or technically 5 marks or 10 marks. So that's why please be prepared for your presentation. And I've already extended your 1 week, and now you will give your presentation on 26th of May, and today is 5th of May. So still you have 20 days more for your presentation of poetry, and inshallah tonight I will also send you the topics for the uh, second subject, teaching of literature, and the date will also be mentioned to you. I think it will be 27th, like this, or it will be कोशिश मेरी यही होगी कि 26 और 27 दोनों को आपकी पोइट्री की प्रेजेंटेशन लेके फिनिश कर दूं 2 दिन में. और इसके बाद जो है आपका जो है टीचिंग और लिटरेचर की जो प्रेजेंटेशन है वो ले लूँ. तो एक दिन में अगर मुझे 3 से ज़्यादा सेशन लेने पड़े तो वो भी मैं ले लूँगा, 3 4 5 भी ले सकता हूँ, और इन सब को 2 दिन में ख़त्म करना है. तो आप लोग तैयार रहिएगा. कोई ये ना कहे कि सर मैं आज नहीं कर दूँगा, ये आपने कल उसी दिन देना है. आपकी तैयारी ऐसी होनी चाहिए कि आपको किसी का भी नाम पुकारूं तो वो प्रेजेंटेशन दे, और जो नहीं दे नो कहेगा तो मैं आपको पहले ही बता रहा हूँ कोई यस के लिए नेगेटिव जाएगा, और ऐसा स्टूडेंट कभी भी अच्छे नंबर नहीं ले सकता। तो काइंडली इस पर आप तवज्जो दीजिएगा, आपको मैं पहले ही एडवांस में ही बता रहा हूँ कि दिस विल काउंट पॉजिटिव। एनी क्वेश्चन?
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind to repeat what you have been saying about it or explaining, like, because we just joined late?
I'm saying, I'm telling you the importance of presentation, that presentation plays a very important role in determining students' performance, students' talent. So if you do not give, if you give your presentation on time, it will count highly positive. If you do not give your presentation on time by any means or by any, way, if you miss whatever reason you say, I'm telling you again that presentation you have to give on time. आप उसके लिए कोई भी
And,
कहेंगे तो वो acceptable नहीं होगा।
and how about biography of Alexandra Pope?
I'm just teaching you about biography of Alexander Pope right now, but before this, I'm just telling you about the presentation, that how important presentation is and why you should give presentation on time. And you all have to be
All right.
ready. You all have to be ready and prepared for your presentation. Nobody will say, "Sir, I will give my presentation tomorrow or next week." मैंने ये presentation जो है उसी वीक पे ख़त्म करनी है, ठीक है। मुझे अगर उस दिन 3 की जगह 5 सेशन लेने पड़ेंगे तो मैं 5 सेशन भी ले लूँगा, लेकिन प्रेजेंटेशन मैंने उसी वीक में ख़त्म करनी है। तो इसीलिए कोई ये नहीं कहेगा सर मैं आज नहीं कर दूंगा, जिसका नाम मैंने पुकारा और वो मैं नो में ना करता है, तो इसका मतलब है वो टेक्निकली 5 से 10 नंबर तो लूज कर ही जाएगा, और उसके अलावा वो नेगेटिव इसके लिए जाएगा, और ऐसा स्टूडेंट कभी भी
All
अच्छे अच्छे
right.
मार्क्स नहीं ले सकता। ये मैं आपसे दोबारा कह रहा हूँ, ठीक है। ये सबके लिए ना हो कि आप ये सोचें कि सर ने चंद लोगों के लिए गया, ऐसा स्टूडेंट कभी भी अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं ले सकता, क्योंकि वो नेग्लिजेंट स्टूडेंट होता है। ही इज़ अ नेग्लिजेंट स्टूडेंट एंड ही इज़ द वन who is heedless। तो ऐसे स्टूडेंट कभी भी अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं ले सकता। अगर तो मैंने ज़्यादा कुछ कर भी लिया तो पासिंग मार्क्स से ज़्यादा बढ़ नहीं सकता। तो काइंडली आप प्रेजेंटेशन को सीरियस लीजिएगा। इसके मार्क्स मैंने बढ़ा दिया और मैं आपको असाइनमेंट नहीं दे रहा। आई एम नॉट गिविंग यू एनी असाइनमेंट, ओनली प्रेजेंटेशन। एंड प्रेजेंटेशन का तरीकाकार आपको बता चुका हूँ मैं, किस तरह से तैयार करनी होगी और कैसे मैं आपसे
Okay.
प्रेजेंटेशन लूँगा। You will send your presentation to the CR and the CR will send your presentation to me, and I will play your presentation, and I will ask you after the completion of your presentation, I will ask you some questions and you have to reply answer to those questions। आपकी स्लाइड्स मैं प्ले करूंगा और आपने अकॉर्डिंग टू द स्लाइड्स बोलना होगा, और आखिर में आपसे कुछ सवाल करूंगा और उसके बाद आई विल से थैंक यू वेरी मच। तो इसीलिए मैं आपसे कह रहा हूँ कि कोई रीज़न काबिल कबूल नहीं होगा। कुछ भी आप कह दें, आई विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट एनी रीज़न, इट विल काउंट नेगेटिव। आप भी कहें सर मैं अपने गांव में हूँ या मेरा बिजली नहीं आ रही, नथिंग विल बी एक्सेप्टेड। प्लीज़ इसको आप थोड़ा सा जहन में रखिएगा। जो मैंने आपको डेट बताई है उस डेट पे आप तैयार रहेगा। बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर योर प्रेजेंटेशन। ओके, इज दैट क्लियर टू
Thank
ऑल
you,
ऑफ
sir.
यू?
Thank you.
And whatever rules and regulations I've mentioned about the presentation, how to prepare slides and how to talk about points and slides wordy नहीं होने चाहिए, और आपने रीडिंग नहीं करनी इसकी बल्कि आपने एक्सप्लेन करना स्लाइड्स को, प्लस आपने कितनी स्लाइड्स बनानी है, ठीक है। ये सब मैं आपको बता चुका हूँ। और नई चीज़ जो आपको मैंने बताई वो ये कि नाउ योर प्रेजेंटेशन विल बी ऑफ 20 मार्क्स, देयर विल नॉट बी एनी असाइनमेंट नहीं दूंगा। 20 मार्क्स की प्रेजेंटेशन होगी और 5 मार्क्स आपको अटेंडेंस के मिलेंगे, तो 25 इस तरह से आपके कवर हो जाएंगे। 25 आपने जो है मिड टर्म दिया। मिड टर्म के इंशाल्लाह एक आध दिन में मैं चेक करूंगा, उसके बाद बताऊंगा कि आया वेदर आई रिसीव द मिड टर्म पेपर ऑफ ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स, और किन का मेरे पास आया किन का और जिनका नहीं आया तो मुझसे रब्ता कर ले। तो इस तरह से आपके 25 मिड टर्म और 25 सेशन में कवर हो जाएंगे। 50 एंड 50 मार्क्स का आपके पास पेपर आएगा टर्मिनल का। Is that clear? So the that presentation is very important, extremely important I would say। मैं तो उसको ये कहूँगा it is extremely important, and if you give your presentation properly on time, मीन्स 26 तारीख का मैंने आपसे कहा था, 26 तारीख को आपने पोइट्री की प्रेजेंटेशन देनी है सब ने, और इसके अलावा जो तारीख आपको बताऊंगा टीचिंग ऑफ लिटरेचर का, तो आपने उसको उस दिन देनी है, ठीक है। मैं अगर आपसे नहीं लेता, मैं आपसे कहता चलो मैं आप बाकी जो रहेगी उनकी कर लूँगा तो वो अलग बात है, लेकिन आपने नहीं कहना अपनी तरफ से कि सर मैं कर लूँगा। आपने उसी दिन के लिए तैयारी करनी होगी, ये मैं आपको बताना चाह रहा हूँ। कोई ये नहीं कहेगा सर कि मैं कर लूँगा, कल वाली बात ही नहीं है। तो यू शुड बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर द सेम डे that you will give your presentation, and this is something that will count positive, highly positive। Okay, let's talk about Alexander Pope। So Alexander Pope was born on May 21st, 1688 in London in a Roman Catholic family. He was an English poet and satirist, and he was well known for his humor and intelligence. His father was a prosperous tradesman. Alexander Pope is considered the greatest poet of the Augustan age and a master of heroic couplet. Master of heroic couplet. Remember, he is the one who used heroic couplet. First, heroic couplet was used by Dryden, John Dryden, and then later on he mastered heroic couplet, and he is considered one of the greatest of the poet of the Augustan age or the classical age. As I've told you that Alexander Pope was born in 1688 to a wealthy Catholic linen merchant. He gained his reputation as a major writer by translating Homer's Iliad and Odyssey, and he is now better known for his satirical poems such as The Rape of the Lock and an epistle to Dr. Arbuthnot, and these things made which made fun of the writers and fashionable people of the period. Have you ever heard about the Rape of the Lock? Have you ever heard the poem Rape of the Lock? Have you ever heard this about the poem The Rape of the Lock?
No, sir.
So Alexander Pope is better known for his poem The Rape of the Lock. And what is this poem about? Inshallah, we'll discuss it later on. After Shakespeare, Alexander Pope is the second most quoted author in the Oxford Dictionary of Quotation. There is a dictionary of quotation that is called the Oxford Dictionary of Quotations, in which he is the second most quoted author after Shakespeare. There are a few things which you must remember about Alexander Pope. He was sickly and delicate child. Sickly means he was sickly in body and lonely in spirit. He found his only delight in books. Bodily he was weak. जिस्मानी तौर पे वो काफ़ी वीक था. क्यों था वीक? We will discuss it later on here. And secondly, remember the year when Alexander Pope was born, the Protestant William of Orange took the English throne. जब जिस साल वो पैदा हुआ तो उस साल प्रोटेस्टेंट विलियम जो थे प्रोटेस्टेंट थे, ही टुक द इंग्लिश थ्रोन, वो इंग्लिश जो तख्त पर आए. And with him there were many restrictions for the Catholics. So because Catholics were forbidden to hold office, practice their religion, attend public schools, or live within 10 miles of London. In those days, the Catholics were forbidden. As I told you that there are two sects, Catholics and Protestants in Christianity. So Catholics को इजाज़त नहीं थी उन दिनों में to hold office, practice their religion, attend public schools, or live within even 10 miles of London. Catholics was a great obstacle, and he was therefore denied the privilege of education at first class school. इन लोग जो कैथलिक्स होते थे उन लोगों के लिए बड़ी मतलब रिस्ट्रिक्शंस थी और रुकावटें हुआ करती थी. They were not allowed to get admission in first class school, and they were even not allowed to live within 10 miles of London. So Pope grew up in nearby Windsor Forest. तो Pope जो है लंदन से बाहर उसकी परवरिश हुई, and he was mostly self-taught. तो स्कूल वगैरह भी वो ज़्यादा नहीं गया और वो घर पे उसको पढ़ाया गया. His education supplemented by study with private tutors or priests. So प्रीस्ट को कभी हायर किया गया और कभी प्राइवेट ट्यूटर्स के जरिए ही वाज taught. At the age, now few things that you should remember that at the age, एक तो ये कि he was due to religion he had obstacles. Number two, at the age of 12, Pop contracted spinal tuberculosis. You know what is tuberculosis?
Yes, sir.
TB.
टीबी. टीबी की बीमारी होती है और स्पाइनल टीबी बहुत खतरनाक टीबी होती है. टीबी की देर आर मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ टीबी. TB disease and lung TB and many other types of TB. So one is called spinal tuberculosis, and the disease of TB was not curable, that time, and spinal TB tuberculosis he contracted, and which left him with permanent physical disabilities, जिसकी वजह से उन्हें कुछ मुस्तकिल physical disabilities भी हुई. He never grew taller than 4.5 feet. उनका कद रुक गया. 4.5 फीट से ज़्यादा वो उनका कद नहीं हुआ. And he was hunchback. Hunchback means उनका कुब निकला है, यानी पीछे से कमर जो है वो बाहर की तरफ आ गई. And he was hunchback and he required daily care throughout adulthood. और उनकी हालत इस तरह से हो गई थी कि उनको दूसरे की हेल्प की ज़रूरत पड़ती थी for his care. He could not care himself. He required daily care throughout his adulthood. Now his irascible nature and unpopularity in the press are often attributed to three factors. Number one, his membership in a religious minority, his physical infirmity, physically बेचारा infirm था, and his exclusion from formal education. तीन चीज़ों की वजह से वो ज़्यादा मतलब unpopular था प्रेस में. नंबर एक, he belonged to Catholics, and Catholics were not had some obstacles in those days. Number two, physically he was deformed. Physically he was deformed due to that disease and due to some inherited problems. And number three, he could not receive formal education. His religion also made it impossible for him to enter any of the professions, और किसी profession में भी दाखिल नहीं हुआ, कोई profession भी adopt नहीं कर सका because his religion. While a business life was out of the question for him because he was weak in health. Since he was weak in health, चूँकि वो health wise काफ़ी weak था, इसीलिए वो business भी नहीं कर सकता था. His own preference for literature and the fact that his father was financially independent and had retired to a small estate on the borders of Windsor Forest. He was lucky from this point of view that his father was an independent and he supported him, and that's why he did not face financial problem. It is said that a brief interview with Dryden at the age of 12, जब ये इसकी उम्र 12 साल थी, तो इसने एक इंटरव्यू हुआ था उसका ड्राइडन के साथ, एंड दैट डिटरमिन्ड हिज करियर. ड्राइडन का तो फिर की डेथ हो गई थी, बट इट डिटरमिन्ड हिज करियर. Alexander Pope displayed remarkable preciosity in verse writing, many thousands of lines having been written before he was 16. अभी 16 साल भी उसकी उम्र नहीं हुई थी और उसने हज़ारों की तादाद में लाइन्स लिखी पोइट्री की. And he records the fact of his poetical career having commenced very early in the following lines. और बहुत जल्दी उसने अपने पोइट्रिक करियर के बारे में इंडिकेट करना शुरू कर दिया. Remember his tuberculosis infection, वो जो उनको tuberculosis हुआ था, spinal TB हुई थी, रीढ़ की हड्डी की TB जो उन्हें हुई थी, that infection caused other health problems including respiratory difficulties. उस जो बीमारी है उससे और भी मसाइल हुए, जिसमें respiratory difficulties यानी सांस लेने में तकलीफ, तेज़ बुखार, inflamed eyes, आंखों में जलन रहती थी, एंड एब्डोमिनल पेन और पेट का दर्द उनको रहा करता था. These were the problems which were caused by the TB, spinal TB. Alexander Pope was encouraged by Sir William Trumbull, a neighbor and a retired Secretary of State. उनके एक पड़ोसी थे विलियम ट्रम्बल, जिन्होंने उनको काफ़ी इनकरेज किया. A translation of state was made when he was about 14, और जब उनकी उम्र तकरीबन 14 साल की थी तो उन्होंने एक ट्रांसलेशन की, which was followed 2 or 3 years later by the pastorals. और 2-3 साल बाद उन्होंने एक pastoral लिखा. It was not published until 1709. Although he never married, शादी उन्होंने कभी नहीं की. He had many female friends to whom he wrote witty letters. लेकिन कहा जाता है कि उनकी काफ़ी फीमेल फ्रेंड्स थी, including Lady Mary Wortley or Montague. So he had some friends or many friends, female friends, but he never married. Among Pope's friends was an ancient Roman Catholic family. As I told you, there were two daughters, Teresa Blount and Martha Blount. Pope of many of his acquaintances to them, काफ़ी ताल्लुकात उनके साथ रहे, and though he quarreled with Teresa, और एक तो ट्रेसा से जो है झगड़ा भी हुआ, बट मार्था जो है ट्रेसा के साथ उनका झगड़ा हुआ, लेकिन मार्था जो थी, she was another woman and she remained his friend throughout life. Then there was another lady. The name of the lady is Mary Wortley. Mary Wortley Montague. For Paul's friendship with her, she was a leader of society and a woman of letters. It also ended in a quarrel, and then thenceforth he made her the object of his malicious satire. जब उनके साथ भी झगड़ा हुआ और उनकी फ्रेंडशिप उससे ख़त्म हुई, तो उसके बाद पोप ने उन पर काफ़ी सख्त जो है सटायर यानी कि तनकीद भी की और लिखा इन हिज वर्क्स. If you talk about Pope's appearance, अगर हम Pope की appearance की बात करें, we can see he was singularly unimpressive. कोई ज़्यादा मतलब बहुत, जिसे हम कहते हैं ना, बहुत दुबला पतला और अनइम्प्रेसिव, कोई दिखने में इतना खास भी नहीं लगता था. He had a body of miserable weakness. बहुत ज़्यादा weak दिखने से लगता था. He was a very weak person. Bodily very, very weak. As I told you that he suffered from spinal TB, and spinal TB is a very dangerous TB, and he suffered from that TB, and due to that TB he developed many other illnesses. And that time TB was not a curable disease, remember. स्पाइनल टीबी का ये होता है कि ये दूसरे को तो नहीं लगती, एक से दूसरे को नहीं लगती, जबकि जिसको होती है तो वो उसको उसके लिए बहुत ख़तरनाक होती है. He had inherited headaches. He had inherited headaches from his mother and a crooked figure from his father. और ये भी कहा जाता है कि उनकी वालदा जो थी, उनको सर का दर्द रहता था, तो उनको भी सर का दर्द रहता था. और उनके वालिद साहब जो थे, उनका भी क्रुक्ड फिगर था, यानी कि फिगर जो था वो थोड़ा सा जो था डिफॉर्म सा था, तो वो भी अलेक्जेंडर पॉप में भी वो चीज़ें आई. By middle life, Alexander Pope's physical weakness was so constant that he could not dress without help. और मिडल लाइफ यानी कि जब उनकी उम्र 40 या 30 से ऊपर हुई, 35-40 की हुई, तो उस वक्त उनकी हालत ऐसी थी कि वो अपने कपड़े तक खुद तब्दील नहीं कर सकते थे. He was so weak, and due to the illness he became so weak and so miserable that even he could not dress without any assistance. So you can just imagine Pop's appearance and his physical condition. If we talk about Pope, Alexander Pope as a writer, as I told you, he is one of the greatest poets of the 18th century and a satirist. And what is satire? I don't know whether you know about satire or not. Satire के बारे में किसी को पता है? What is called satire? कभी पढ़ा है आपने satire? There are different types of poetry. Poetry. One is satire as well. Jonathan Swift, Gulliver's Travels. Have you read Gulliver's Travel of Jonathan Swift novel? गुलिवर्स ट्रेवल आप लोगों ने पढ़ी है जोनाथन स्विफ्ट की? जॉर्ज ऑरवेल्स 1984 पढ़ा है आप लोगों ने? Yes. Need your answer in affirmative or negative? Have you read Gulliver's Travel of Jonathan Swift?
No, sir.
No. So Jonathan Swift की Gulliver's Travel, that is a very famous book, very famous not only among adults but also among children, which consists of 4 parts. First part has been filmed into almost more than 50 languages, and I think second part as well. So that is also a satire. So Jonathan Swift wrote satire in prose, and Alexander Pope wrote satire in poetic form. दोनों में फर्क इतना है कि एक ने सटायर लिखा पोएटिक फॉर्म में और दूसरे ने सटायर को लिखा प्रोस फॉर्म में. So Pope was bright, precocious, and determined, and by his teens was writing accomplished prose. यानी कि अपनी कम उम्री से ही जब वो 13-14 साल के थे तब से ही he started writing complete words. His talent is something that was that came up when he was very young. His rise to fame was swift, यानी बहुत जल्दी वो फेमस हुए. Publisher Jacob Tonson included Pope's pastorals, a quartet of early poems in the Virgilian style, and his poetical miscellanies, and Pope published his first major work, an essay on criticism, at the age of 23. सिर्फ 23 साल का था तक कि उसने अपना मेजर वर्क जो था पहला वो पब्लिश करवाया. अब आप खुद अंदाजा लगाएं 23 साल की उम्र कितनी होती है. कोई ज़्यादा उम्र नहीं होती 23 साल. हम में से कितने होंगे जो 23 को क्रॉस कर चुके होंगे? During the period in which he was occupied with Homer, he published 2 powerful poems, the Elegy to the Memory of an Unfortunate Lady and the Epistle of Eloisa to Abelard, and he was also engaged on an edition for Shakespeare. This last work came in for unfavorable criticism from Lewis Theobald, an indifferent man of letters. This so annoyed Pope that he made Theobald the hero of his great satirical poem, The Dunciad. The Dunciad, which he wrote in 1728. In this poem, he revenged himself upon all his critics, जिसमें उसने अपने critics से एक किस्म का इंतकाम लिया. The Dunciad. The scheme of the Dunciad, namely the castigation of all the literary pretenders of the day, had long been in the poet's mind. A 4th book was added 14 years later. Alexander Pope soon became friends with big writers. उसके जो थे political friends भी थे. He became friends with big writers Joseph Addison and Richard Steele. इनके साथ भी इसकी दोस्ती हुई. Editors of the Spectator, who published his essays and poems, जिन्होंने इनके essays और poems को publish किया. एंड द अपीयरेंस ऑफ द रेप ऑफ द लॉग मेड हिम फेमस इन वाइडर सर्कल्स। और जब रेप ऑफ द लॉग पोएम जो है वो पब्लिश हुई तो इसने अलेक्जेंडर पोप को एक तरह से क्या कहते हैं उनके रातों रात उसको उनको मशहूर कर दिया और उनकी जो पॉपुलैरिटी थी वो बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गई। It is said that Alexander Pope was the first full-time professional writer. He is remembered as the first full-time professional English writer who supported himself largely on subscription fees for his popular translation of Homer and his edition of the works of William Shakespeare. उन्होंने जो ट्रांसलेट किया था होमर के वर्क को और edition लिखा था of the works of William Shakespeare. So these for both these he was paid heavily. उनको अच्छा खासा इसके ऊपर पेमेंट की गई। So remember that the first part of the Iliad appeared in 1715 and the last part of the Odyssey in 1725. So the translations were most favorably received. Translation को ज़बरदस्त तरीके से receive किया गया, though the real spirit of Homer was lacking in them. Pope received some 10,000 pounds for this work. अब अंदाज लगा लें उस दौर में पोप को तकरीबन 10,000 पाउंड्स मिले इस काम की। उस दौर में 10,000 पाउंड से एक बड़ी रकम होती थी और आज भी अगर आप 10,000 पाउंड्स को उठा लें तो बहुत बड़ी रकम है। और उस दौर में आज से तकरीबन 300 साल पहले की बात है, ऐसे भी ज़्यादा अर्से पहले की बात होगी। तो जस्ट इमेजिन व्हाट विल वाज द वैल्यू ऑफ 10,000 पाउंड्स। So he was paid 10,000 pounds for this work, and the money earned enabled him in 1718 to establish himself comfortably with his mother. और जो पैसे उसको उनको मिले उनसे उन्होंने अपनी वालदा के साथ he started living, you know, in a villa on the banks of the Thames at Twickenham। उस जगह पे जाके रहना शुरू कर दिया उन्होंने कंफर्टेबली, आसानी से, आराम से। So he had enough money by writing, by doing the translation of Homer and writing this work. Although a major cultural figure of the 18th century, Pope fell out of favor in the Romantic era, as the new classical appetite for form was replaced by a vogue for sincerity and authenticity. Interest in his poetry was revived in the early 20th century. He is recognized as a great formal master and eloquent expositor of the spirit of his age, and a representative of the culture and politics of the Enlightenment. So he was the first full-time professional writer. If you talk about last years of Pope's life, we see that the concluding period of Pope's life was occupied with philosophical and critical poems. He wrote philosophical and critical poems, of which the most notable, इनमें सबसे जो अहम poem है वो कौन सी, Essay on Man। This exposition of the philosophy of Bolingbroke contains passages of great eloquence, जिससे ज़बरदस्त eloquence वाले passages हैं, that are perhaps more quoted than anything outside Shakespeare। और इन्हीं में से आपको ज़्यादातर quotation मिलेंगी किसमें, the dictionary of the Oxford Dictionary of Quotation में। यानी कि ये जो डिक्शनरी है कोटेशन की, इसमें आपको शेक्सपियर के बाद जो सबसे ज़्यादा कोटेबल राइटर मिलेगा वो आपको अलेक्जेंडर पोप ही मिलेगा। The influence of Bolingbroke, with whom he had become friendly, is also to be traced in imitations of Horace and moral essays. Pope spent a good part of his each day with Martha Blount. Martha Blount was a lady. उनके अंदर उनका अच्छा वक्त गुजरता था, and she remained faithful to him to the end of his life। और आखिर तक वो इनके साथ रही। Pope had a large fund of interesting literary talks, and he had the reputation of telling anecdotes skillfully। वो anecdotes और story बहुत ज़बरदस्त सुनाया करते थे, but he did not have a capacity for hearty laughter। लेकिन वो बेचारे हंस भी खुल के हंस भी नहीं सकते थे। A hearty laugh would indeed have sounded strangely from the touchy, moody, and intriguing little man। क्योंकि जब हंसते थे तो बड़ा अजीब सा लगता था, उनकी डिफॉर्म बॉडी और डिफॉर्मनेस की वजह से। His chronic ill health made him complain of his life as a long disease, और उनकी जो chronic health थी, जो उनके जो सेहत के मसाइल चल रहे थे, उसकी वजह से वो बहुत ज़्यादा डिस्टर्ब रहते थे। Pope died in 1774 and he was buried at Twickenham, जहाँ पे वो उन्होंने घर लिया था और रह रहे थे। He served to be buried in Westminster Abbey. होना तो ये चाहिए था, according to many critics, that he should have been buried in Westminster Abbey, but his religion prevented him. क्योंकि वो कैथोलिक थे और उस दौर में कैथोलिक्स प्रोटेस्टेंट ज़्यादा पावर में, तो his religion prevented him from the honor which was certainly his due. Despite irritability and occasional meanness, Pope was liked, even appreciated by his friends and critics. Swift realized what a Jonathan Swift कहते हैं इसके बारे में, that he was a consummate poet. Gay adored him. Gay भी बहुत तारीफ करता है, and Dr. Johnson held that he had carried versification in the 18th century complete as far as it could go. So these great writers like Swift and Jonathan Swift, Gay and Dr. Johnson, they had great praise for him, for Pope's, for Alexander Pope. So he was definitely one of the most, or probably the most important literary figure of the 18th century or of the Augustan age or the classical age. तो ये इसके बारे में इसका एक शॉर्ट बायोग्राफी था। उम्मीद है आप लोगों को काफ़ी चीज़ें से पता चल चुकी होंगी। Who was Alexander Pope and why is he or was he very famous, or which work made him famous? Now let me just take your attendance, please. Yeah, any question? Now we are going to meet, inshallah, after almost 30 minutes. It is now 10:20, so we are going to meet at 10:45 or 10:50, right?
Sure, sir.
So now we are going to talk about the age of Alexander Pope. If you have any question regarding whatever we have done right now, so you can ask me. The age means of Alexander Pope means the classical age or Augustan age. We'll discuss that age now, inshallah, after 30 minutes. Allah Hafiz.